Okay, glad that's over. Gotta win. You know, obviously at the beginning of the week, goals to get to 7 wins. We got to 7 wins. A lot of people didn't think that we would do that, but got to 7, and you know, the seniors will remember this for a long time. It was a little blah out there and a little gray, but you know, getting the win was huge. You need to get that. Getting the win was big. Couldn't be prouder of the seniors. Couldn't be prouder of our defense. Played spectacular, and I don't think it's a coincidence that most of the seniors that we talk about are on that side of the ball. But to hold those guys to what they held them to, 6 points, 200 and some yards, a lot of plays is you know, the reason that we're 7. Got won 7 games. So proud of those guys. Want to wish Paul Rhodes the best. Great person. Great football coach. You know, we knew that those guys were everything that we thought that they would be. I mean, they played hard. They gave great effort. They're a good ball club that just, you know, plays with great effort and never, ever quits. I think that's a symbol of what Paul Rhodes is all about. So want to wish him the best. And again, just as happy as I could possibly be for the seniors. Questions?
Dana, they took away your run game pretty well. What were they doing? They were flashing linebackers underneath you a lot. What were they doing?
Yeah, just squeezing the box. I mean, they were playing a bare front, you know, 7 guys in the box with safety screwed down. Disappointing offensively that we didn't take advantage of that more. Just, you know, we took some shots, and good to see Shelton make some plays. He's been absent for 3-4 weeks, almost a month, but him to come back is really good. But he's about the only one we got that's making plays right now.
For you, is it easier to coach through struggles in the run game than if you were had to coach through some struggles in the passing game like that?
Everything we do offensively is a struggle right now. So, I mean, we didn't run the ball very good. I think, you know, not having Pankey was a problem. You know, Marcel kind of hit the wall a little bit. We didn't play very good up front. It's a combination of that and what they were doing defensively. When they do that defensively, and I had a sense that they would, we have got to be better throwing the football, and we just weren't. I'll watch the video and we'll get back to work on it. I'm happy we're 7-4, and I'm proud of our defense. But other than that, that's about all I can say.
After they run a fake punt for a second time, are you
You
just
sure they didn't fake like 6 of them?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like after they got the 2, are you just saying, hey, we're going to play not just punt safe, but a regular defense?
Well, and we basically did. It was basically cover 1, but if you, if you don't have a guy back that can flip the field. So, you know, we just played KJ deep, but it was basically cover 1, started blitzing some backers. Gibby made a good adjustment on that. But, you know, you do that, you're taking some chances, obviously, and that caught up to them there in the third quarter.
Touched on this a little bit, but I think at halftime, 20 total team rush attempts, and Skylar attempted 18 passes. Was it hard? Did you have to make a conscious choice to stick with the run since it wasn't coming as easy?
We just didn't have the ball enough. I mean, those numbers sound low, but we only had 28 plays at halftime, if I'm not mistaken, which is a season low. Part of that's on the defense, too. The one thing we didn't do a great job of defensively was critical downs in the first half. You know, we're as good as anybody in the country on third down defense, but we were bad. You know, they converted 2 fourth downs and 5 third downs, if I'm not mistaken, at halftime. So we got to get off the field. We didn't have the ball a lot offensively. They ran a lot of the clock, struggled at times, came back out, got it going, got into a little bit of a rhythm offensively there in the third quarter. But I had a feeling they were going to do that, and it's not surprising. We have just got to be able to idea it and do a better job of throwing the football.
Looked like you tempoed them pretty well there in one drive in the third quarter. What was kind of key to getting that going?
Yeah, just going. Just going. I mean, that's something that we've done each and every game. I mean, there's going to be times where I do a lot of subbing and call plays that we've scripted out, and then there's going to be times where I switch things up and just push the envelope. I think it's no secret that we function much better when I push the tempo. You know, there's been times throughout the course of the year where I didn't want to do that because I wanted that clock to run. I'm about winning games more than anything, but I do think that we function better offensively when we push that tempo.
What is the difference with Gibson today that where he was gone previously?
I mean, there wasn't anything that he's been struggling with. I mean, you know, there's, you know, a confidence thing. I mean, Shelton's made plays this year. He's made a lot of plays this year. He just kind of went silent there for a couple of games. Whether that was somebody taking him away or there was nothing he was doing. You know, his relationship with Skylar is really good. I kidded him on the sidelines that said we threw it to him enough for him to have about 250. But, you know, conditions weren't great. That's no excuse. I mean, there's just, we got to be able to hit those. Those down the field plays or lower percentage passes, we still have to hit those.
Did you make it a big point to talk about the run game at halftime? Because it seemed like it opened up more in the second.
Nah, I just changed what we did a little bit. I mean, we went from more of a, you know, slower situation to make points and make sure our targets are right to not really worrying about that so much and just pushing the tempo a little bit. So I changed up a little bit about what we called, but I give them credit. They were, you know, if teams want to just flat out take the run away, they can. You put more than they can block up in there, it makes it tough.
Daniel, when Carl went down, it took you a few games to adjust, but did you think your defense could get to this point without him? Play this well, put up numbers like they are?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I do with all respect to Carl, he's our guy. I mean, I love the kid. I mean, he's, you know, still the inspirational leader of what we do. I made the comment that game, the first game after, that we expected some of these other guys to step up and assume more of a leadership role and to elevate their game without him there, and I think we have. KJ Dillon stepped up and is, you know, one of the inspirational leaders of what we do right now. Quit and Barber and Shaq and Kyle Rose and Muldrow and Chestnut, all seniors, all guys that it means a lot to. Gibby's done a great job, and we continue to get better defensively, and that's because we got a lot of guys that care, a lot of guys that have played football, and a lot of guys that elevates your game when you lose an All-American. I'd rather have them.
Was it tough game planning for a team that you knew was just going to throw off the
Yeah,
ball?
it's tough. Hardest thing I've done in a long time now. I mean, our guys wanted to win. Our guys, they prepared hard. It was tough. I mean, it's tough because they're a good team, and we knew they were going to play reckless, but we also knew that they were good, and they're a difficult team to prepare for. I mean, they're 15 points away from being pretty good. Last 2 weeks, they've been playing really well.
Yeah, when you mentioned getting better in the passing game, is it specifically just the over-the-top stuff, or are you also seeing
It's anything but that, really. I mean, we can throw deep balls, and, you know, we're not really making many of those plays that we have. Pass protection's got to improve, quarterbacks got to improve, intermediate routes got to improve, receivers being where they need to be, got to improve. A lot of things got to improve. I got to improve. I got to get more confidence in it and work it harder. And we've probably had the best week we've had all year as far as the pass game. It didn't show today, but we did have a good week of work, and we'll continue to work hard on it.